Hello, my friend, and welcome back to Mama Magma Yoga. My name is Tamu, and I'm here with the first week of February's practice for you. So this is probably about a half an hour flow that you can participate in. And today we are focusing on Tantra, or the balancing of masculine and feminine within us and allowing them to merge and provide us with more strength. So as we move today, just allow yourself to contemplate what it means to you to merge the divine masculine and the divine feminine within your body. What parts of you are linear, task doer, list maker, getter done, and what parts of you are feeling, open, emotional, creative, sensual, and how can you bring those two things together? Just some food for thought. So we're going to start standing today. Let's come up to the top of our mats, bring our feet hip-width distance apart. Really feel down into your feet, feel your connection to the earth, and allow that to translate all the way up the body. So you're lifting the kneecaps, toning the quads, getting your center underneath you, lifting up through the sternum, facing the palms forward and relaxing the shoulders away from the ears. Find some length in the back of the neck. Perhaps you tick-tock the head side to side in order to find that. Maybe you tuck the chin towards the chest. Stand up nice and tall. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, relax those shoulders a little bit more. Find your grounded stance. Really feel that connection to the earth. On your next inhale, we're going to reach the fingertips all the way up towards the ceiling. Inhale in. Exhale, palms come together at the heart. Matching breath to movement right away here. Soft knees. Inhale to reach. Exhale, palms come together at the heart. Last time. Inhale to reach. This time, we will grab the left wrist with the right hand, pull the left fingertips over towards the right side of the mat, bump the hips towards the left. Find a side body stretch. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, grab the right wrist with the left hand, bump the hips to the right, reach those fingertips towards the left side of your mat. Inhale, come back to center, really reach. Exhale, palms come together at the heart. Now see if you can bring your feet together, really together, big toes to touch, little bit of space between the heels. Then we're going to bend the knees, send the hips back, reach forward with the crown, heart lifts. We're hugging the navel towards the spine. We find ourselves in our chair pose, Utkatasana. Send that weight towards your heels. Allow those sits bones to reach towards the mat. We inhale in. Exhale, maybe you sink a little bit lower. Right away, lighten a fire. Then we're going to take the outside of the left arm to the outside of the right knee or thigh. Press into that right knee or thigh. See if we can reach the sternum towards the thumbs. Finding our twist. Trying to keep those knees together, pointing forward. Then we'll transfer our weight to our right foot. Lift the left foot up off the mat and see if we can send it back, bringing those toes to the mat. Finding ourselves in a high lunge twist. We inhale in. Exhale, see if we can twist a little further. Hug that navel to the spine. Then on our next inhale, we'll sweep the fingertips down to come up, rising up into a high lunge. Heart lifts. Maybe you find a bit of a back bend. Inhale in. Exhale, drop the left heel. Left foot becomes parallel with the back edge of the mat. We open up into a warrior two. Peel back with this right knee. Open through the hips here. Nice, strong left leg. See if you can bring your torso up so that there's a nice perpendicular line from crown all the way down to the earth. Then we'll flip the right palm and inhale, reach the right fingertips forward, up and back, finding ourselves in a peaceful warrior. Really reach. Inhale in. Exhale, straighten through that right leg, bump the hips back, and we're reaching the fingertips forward towards the front edge of your mat, finding length in all four sides of the torso before we bring those right fingertips down to the right shin, maybe the right thigh, maybe to the inside of the right ankle. Reach the left fingertips up. Find your Trikonasana, your triangle pose. Crown reaches. Keep that nice integrity in the neck. Engaging all four sides of the torso. Take a deep breath in. And on an exhale, we're bending through that right knee, rising back up into our warrior two. Fierce gaze past those right fingertips. Inhale in again. Exhale, cartwheel all the way down to a low lunge. Bring the left knee to the mat. Maybe you have to recenter yourself, stack that right knee over the right ankle. Heart reaches forward, crown lifts. Remember, you can back off. Maybe this is your low lunge, and that's beautiful. Be present. Be where you're at today. Inhale in. Exhale, push into that right heel, straighten through the right leg. Right toes shine up towards the heavens. And on an exhale, we bow the forehead towards the knee. Inhale, rise up. Exhale to bow. Roll through that front foot. Find that low lunge once again. Then we'll walk the right foot towards the right side of the mat. Swim the right fingertips around to meet the left. And find a version of lizard here. So maybe you stay up on the fingertips. Maybe you lift off of the right toes. Roll onto the outside of the right foot. And open the right knee beside you so that it's opening towards the right side of the mat. You can stay here, or you can reach the right fingertips up and over, reaching them towards the back edge of the mat. Maybe you stay here. Maybe you bend through that left knee, grab onto that left foot, and pull the left heel towards your butt cheek. Opening through the chest, pulling back with that right shoulder. Take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, slowly lower that left foot back down to the mat. Reach the right fingertips back towards the front edge of your mat. Roll onto the inside of the right foot. Come back to your low lunge. Beautiful. Heart shines forward. Then we curl the back toes under, plant the palms, step the right toes back. Find our plank pose. Push up out of the earth. Drop those hips. Dome through the upper back body. Spread the fingertips nice and wide. Inhale in here. Exhale, lower all the way down. Come onto the tops of the feet. Inhale to rise up for a cobra. Exhale to bow it down. Curl the toes under. Push up to all fours or to a plank. Exhale to your downward facing dog. First downward dog of the practice. So take a breath or two to work it out. Bend through the knees, lengthen through the side body, ground down through the fingertips and the knuckles. Reach those sits bones up towards the heavens and find that hollowing between the shoulder blades as you melt your heart towards your thighs. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, maybe you sigh it out. Then we'll bend the knees generously, bring the belly to the tops of the thighs. Inhale to look forward and exhale to journey to the top. I recommend taking baby steps on this first one, making your way all the way to the top of the mat, landing in your forward fold. Work it out here. Clasp opposite elbows, bend those knees, drape the belly over the thighs, walk the fingertips from one side of the mat to the other. Sigh it out. On your next inhale, slide the palms to the tops of the thighs. Hug the elbows into the side body. Reach that crown forward, tailbone back, soft bend in the knees. Exhale to bow it down. Root to rise. Push into the earth to lift all the way up. Reaching up towards the heavens. Exhale, hands to heart. Bring the feet together, really together. Little bit of space between the heels. Relax those shoulders away from the ears. Tuck the pelvis. Inhale in. Exhale, bend the knees. Send the hips back. Engage the core. Send your weight to your heels, keeping those thumbs at the sternum, reminding you to lift your heart. Crown reaches. Gaze is straight down in front of you. We inhale in. Exhale, outside of the right arm to the outside of the left knee or thigh. We find our twist, journeying into it, seeing if we can reach that sternum towards the thumbs. Then we'll transfer our weight to our left foot, lift up with the right heel, and see if we can send those right toes back, finding ourselves in a high lunge twist. Hug the navel to the spine. You'll find that it allows you to twist a little bit more. Then on your next inhale, we're going to reach those fingertips down to come up, rising up into a high lunge. Relax the shoulders. Find that space between your palms. Inhale in. Exhale, drop the right heel. Bring the right foot parallel to the back edge of the mat. Open it up. Warrior two. Peel back with this left thigh. Relax the shoulders. Pull the pinkies back. Crown reaches. Then on your next inhale, we'll flip the left palm. Reach it forward, up and back. Finding our peaceful warrior. That heart lifts. We inhale in. Exhale, we're straightening through that left leg. Then we're going to bump the hips back towards the back edge of the mat. Reach the left fingertips forward, finding length in all four sides of the torso before we bring that left hand down to the left shin, to the left thigh, maybe to the inside of the left ankle. Maybe walk that back heel in a little bit before you reach the right fingertips up towards your ceiling and pull back with that right shoulder. Keep integrity in all four sides of the torso. Reach through the crown. On your next inhale, bend through the right knee, or the left knee, Rise back up to your warrior two. Fierce gaze past those left fingertips. Relax those shoulders. Allow yourself to sink down into the pose. Inhale in. Exhale, cartwheel it all the way down. Find your low lunge. Lower onto that back knee. Stacking front knee over front ankle. Heart reaches forward. Crown lifts. We inhale in again. And we exhale to peel back with that left hip crease. Pressing into that left heel. Left toes shine up towards the heavens. We inhale to look forward. Flatten out through the lower back. And exhale to bow the forehead towards the knee. Inhale to look forward. And exhale to bow it down. Roll through that front foot. Find that low lunge once again. Then we'll walk that left foot towards the left side of the mat. Swim the left fingertips around to meet the right. And find our version of lizard pose. So maybe you're staying up on the fingertips. Maybe you pick up those left toes, roll onto the outside of the left foot. Open that left knee beside you. You can stay here. You can come down onto the elbows. Be wherever you are. Or you can reach those left fingertips forward, up and back, and then see if you can reach them towards the back edge of the mat. You can stay here, or you can bend through that right knee, grab onto that right foot, and pull that right heel towards the right buttock. Smile, open through the chest, breathe nice and deep. Then on your next inhale, we'll slowly allow that right foot to come back down to the mat. Swim the left fingertips back towards the front edge of the mat and find our low lunge, walking that left foot back into the midline. Curl the back toes under, lift the back knee, plant the palms, step the left toes back, find your plank pose. Inhale in here, exhale, lower all the way to the belly. Come onto the tops of the feet. Inhale to rise up for your cobra. And exhale to bow it down. On your next inhale, push up to all fours. Bring the knees underneath the hips. Wrists underneath the shoulders. Big toes to touch. Let's open the knees as wide as the yoga mat, finding a nice stance here. We'll take a twist, pressing into the right palm. We inhale, reach the left fingertips up, pull back with that left shoulder, and exhale to thread the needle. Left arm goes underneath the right. We bring the left ear to the mat, square off the hips, and find where you would like to place the right palm. Is it out past the crown? Is it reaching behind you, reaching towards that left hip crease? Or do you keep the palm flat on the mat? Couple breaths here. On your next inhale, bring that palm back to the mat. Push into that right palm. Reach the left fingertips up, up, up. And exhale, float them down to the mat. Lean into the left palm. Inhale, reach the right fingertips up and back. Pulling back with that right shoulder. Exhale, thread the needle. Right arm goes underneath the left. We bring the right ear to the mat. Lowering down, finding where we want to place the left hand. Is it out past the crown? Are those fingertips reaching towards the right hip crease? Are we keeping that left palm flat on the mat? Couple breaths here. On your next inhale, bring that left palm back to the mat. Then we slowly rise on up, reaching those fingertips way up towards the heavens. Really reach, reach, reach. And exhale, bring the right hand back down to the mat. Walk the knees underneath the hips. Send the legs to one side, any side. Come to your seat. Let's bring the soles of the feet to the mat. About hip width distance apart. Knees shining up towards the heavens. Bring the palms behind the thighs. Lift up through the sternum. Relax those shoulders away from the ears. So you're already engaging the core here. Core is hugging navel to spine. You're reaching up through the crown. So maybe you stay here. Maybe this is enough. Maybe you lean back onto your heels. Give yourself a little bit of balancing here. Maybe you come to the toe tips. Maybe this is your boat today. Maybe this is what your body needs, and that's beautiful. If you'd like to take it a little bit further, you can lift one shin and then the other. Maybe you stay here. Relax those shoulders. Maybe you reach the palms out in front of you, palms face up, finding your boat pose here. You can stay here, or if you'd like, you can take a deep breath in. Exhale, straighten the legs, reach the arms. Inhale, come back in. Exhale, send it out. Be creative. Inhale, come back in. Exhale, find your flow. Inhale, come back in. Exhale, find your flow. Open it up. Inhale, come back in. Bring the soles of the feet to the mat. Hook the elbows onto the knees and just take a moment here to rest. Maybe you sigh it out. And when you're ready, we'll slowly come all the way down to our backs. Sliding down, journeying down to our backs. Let's bring the soles of the feet together. Allow the knees to open nice and wide. Bring the palms to the hip creases. Maybe you give yourself a little bit of a massage here. Letting gravity do the work for us. Opening through the hips. Feeling the back of the heart space really pressing down into the mat. Feeling the earth rising up to meet us. One more breath here. Then we'll take the fingertips to the outside of the thighs. Close the knees. Bring the feet hip width distance apart. Soles of the feet really grounding down into the earth. See if you can allow that lower back to become nice and flush with the mat. Let's inhale, reach the right foot up towards your ceiling and rotate that right ankle, allowing the blood to flow in the opposite direction for a moment here. We inhale in. Exhale, cross that right thigh over the left thigh. You can find the bind if you'd like to with your eagle legs here. You can also just keep it crossed. Then we'll reach the fingertips out beside us, opening the chest. Open, open, open. Exhale. Let's swim them back through center. We're crossing the elbows, right arm underneath the left, bending at the elbows, finding our bind once or twice. So we've got eagle legs and eagle arms here. Inhale in. Exhale, lift off the toes, crunch towards the middle, bring the elbows towards the knees. Inhale to lower it down. Toes come to the mat, head comes to the mat. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lower it down. Exhale to crunch. Maybe you crunch a little bit further. Inhale to lower it down. And exhale to crunch. This time hold, hold, hold. You got it. And we'll lower it down. Unravel the arms, unravel the legs. Bring the soles of the feet together once again. Open the knees nice and wide. And give yourself a little massage. You got it. Side out. Then when you're ready, we'll bring the fingertips to the outside of the thighs. Once again, bringing those knees back up towards the heavens, planting the feet about hip-width distance apart. Really ground down through the lower back body, feeling it really connect to the mat. Then we'll lift the left toes up, rotate that left ankle, allowing the blood to flow in the opposite direction. Take a deep breath in. And on an exhale, we're crossing that left thigh over the right thigh. Maybe we bind the legs, finding our eagle legs. Maybe we just keep them crossed. Then we're going to reach the fingertips out beside us once again, finding this big T, this big open-hearted stretch. Exhale, left elbow goes underneath the right. We cross and we bend at the elbows, binding once or binding twice, finding our eagle arms. Inhale in here. Exhale, launch off of the right toes, hug that knee in, crunch through the abdomen, and reach the elbows towards the knee. Head lifts off the mat. Inhale, lower it down. Toes touch, head touches. Exhale, crunch. Knee to elbow. Inhale, lower it down. Exhale to crunch. Inhale, lower it down. Exhale to crunch. This time hold, hold, hold. Hug that navel to the spine. You got it, you got it, you got it. Inhale in. Exhale, let it go. Unravel the arms, unravel the legs. Bring the soles of the feet together one last time. Open those knees nice and wide. Find your Supta Baddha Konasana. And maybe you rub the belly this time in a counterclockwise rotation. Just giving your core some energy here. Then we'll bring the fingertips to the outside of the thighs once again. Close the knees. Launch off of the toes, bringing the knees over the hips. Reach the fingertips out beside you, palms face down. Inhale in. Exhale, drop the knees to the left. Knees stay together or as close to it as they can. Try to keep that right shoulder on the ground. Relax through the hips. Relax through the mid-back. On your next inhale, we'll float those knees back up through center, and we'll take it to the other side. Allow the knees to drop to the right, bringing that right thigh to the floor or to the mat, seeing if we can keep the knees together. Left shoulder is grounding down towards the earth. Nice, long, deep breaths here. Maybe you sigh it out. On your next inhale, we'll come back through center, knees over the hips, hug the knees into the chest, give yourself a great big hug here. Maybe you close the eyes. And we'll bring the soles of the feet to the mat once again. Knees shining up towards the ceiling. Hike those heels up towards the buttocks as much as feels comfortable in your body. Reach the fingertips down towards the heels. Roll the shoulders underneath you. And on an inhale, we'll lift the hips up towards the ceiling. Knees shine forward. We're engaging the glutes. See if you can bring that gaze straight up and back, and then see if you can relax your neck. You know that you can bind the fingertips behind the tailbone and press down into the arms just to add something to this pose. Hug the knees into the midline. Let's take one more deep breath in. And on an exhale, we'll release the fingertips, release the bind if we took it, and then slowly, slow as you can go. Roll down through the staircase of the spine. Eventually the sacrum comes to the mat. Feels so good. And send the legs out long. Find your Shavasana. Maybe you tuck the chin into the chest just a little bit. Roll those shoulders away from the ears. Palms face up beside you. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, sigh it out and see if you can really ground down into your mat. Pretend you're melting like chocolate into the earth. Go into yourself. Close your eyes. Begin to relax in the neck and the shoulders. Unclench the jaw. Allow the arms to become nice and heavy. Maybe you lick your lips. Unfurrow the brow. Relax through the rib cage and the hips. Relax through the inner thighs and the knees. And maybe you take a moment here to contemplate yet again what it means to balance out the divine masculine and the divine feminine within your own being. Where can you support yourself, and where can you allow yourself to open and be creative? It's really what it comes down to. And we'll slowly begin to deepen the breath once again, allowing that to ignite a little bit of movement in the fingertips and the toes. Maybe you rotate the wrists and the ankles, flutter the eyelashes open. And as you're ready, we'll roll to one side, any side, and gently come on up into a seated position, finding your way all the way back up to, or all the way to, rather, a Sukhasana or a comfortable seat of your choice. Sit up nice and tall, lengthen through the spine, relax those shoulders, bring the palms together at the heart. Take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, bow chin to chest. Surrender, close those eyes. Balancing the masculine and the feminine within us. Thank you for joining me for this practice today, my dear friends. I hope it serves you well, and I can't wait to see you next week. Let's take one more deep breath in. And on the exhale, let's bring the thumbs to the third eye. The light in me honors, cherishes, and is in awe of the light in you. Namaste.